Misfits, and welcome back to the world of Aurelia. You are listening to episode 19 of the current campaign. Hope you enjoy! Okay, let me mentally try to remember the last thing that happened. So, the last time we were all together, y'all were in the midst of a pretty tense fight in the arena in Ballyran. Sheridan had been downed, but the portal was still open, and you were trying to fight off the things that were coming through it. It was very tense, but at the last second, one of the devils did take Sheridan back through the portal just before it closed. You were paid pretty handsomely for defending the arena and helping the people of Ballyran. But in the aftermath of this fight, Ash got a message from Casimir warning him of the impending war that was to be declared the next day. And sure enough, all throughout the town the next day, everybody was talking about it. War has been declared on Amarine. And though the party has been granted a pass through the borders, there were some pretty strong concerns about how safe it would be to travel by ship. So the Mythic Six reached out to an old friend, Zephyr, who has some teleportation abilities, and he seemed to be willing to help. So, last we left off, he had just appeared in the middle of Ballyran, right around y'all, and we will pick up right there. So, you need to go to Hullodar? Is that what you said?
Indeed.
Correct.
That's our next stop.
Alright, well, I just zapped here, so I can't take us all the way there just this moment, but I could take us to the market, at least as a, in between step, or I could wait here a night, and then we could go straight to Hullodar. If any of y'all are able to draw a circle, I have one on my market that y'all might want to see.
I would like to see it.
Okay, we can...
Blaze and Kunari should look at it, yeah.
We can make arrangements for that. I can get us there whenever y'all are ready. I assume y'all might need to, I don't know what you need to do. I know you have a ship, so I'm sure you need to have some sort of conversation about that and what happens there. Yeah, war complicates things, doesn't it?
It really does.
And I'm trying to move the market over to Amarine myself, so it's doable, but it won't be fun.
Definitely not.
We should definitely talk to Dolly, and we should. I would like to say goodbye to.
Cool with me?
And if there's anything that we need to even got to do any, we can do that. So.
Sure. Who do
I
y'all
think
want to
Dolly's
talk
probably
to?
most important right now.
Yeah, y'all want to go straight to Dolly?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wander back to the airport and find Harpy's Bane docked in the port, and Dolly comes out to greet you. How would you like to say what you need to say?
Hi, Dolly. Okay, so you've heard about war
Seems like some pretty
Unless
heavy
we
stuff.
Right?
Well, fortunately, it complicates our transportation a little bit. So we think the Black Dragon Temple is in Amarine. And so we're trying to teleport there. Now, oh, we won't be using Harpy's Bane to cross into Amarine. If we need more Morgan, we'll use it for that. But, that's kind of what our next move is. And we'll keep in touch, of course, with all the sendings. But wanted to
Sure.
just wanted to keep
Is
you up to speed.
is there somewhere you want us
I'm
to
gonna
be
say-
over here, or
We probably want you to stay somewhere in Morgan because I'm going to Lilith to bring her to the ship, even if we're not here.
is she gonna be able to make
Okay.
it to the ship?
That sounds good.
I don't know. Like, last time we messaged her, it seemed like a bit shit show. So,
Because where was she
And I
going
don't
to
think-
get him? Is she over there, or is she over
she was
here?
definitely him from... She was getting him from the capital. Yeah. Or technically he was on the way to the capital. We have no idea where she's at right now.
Well,
I mean, it might be easier for her to try to find us instead of getting over to Morrigan.
It's true. I have one spell slot left today. I could send a message and ask her how I'm doing. Or should I do that?
it's whatever you want. We can wait in whatever
I mean, with
town
more-
you want us to. We can wait in Axdrath. We could wait as close as Northbridge, or I don't know. We can wait wherever.
Yeah. Let me for my last spell slot today because we're not doing anything. We're just gonna go to Zephyr's Market. Famous last words, I know. But I'm gonna say, how's it going? Y'all in Morgan or Amarine? Would it be easier to drop Mortimer or Amarine? We're gonna be in Hullodar. Cool. That's 25.
Cool.
Okay, let me
Cool.
let me think about that.
No.
Okay, y'all talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Cool beans.
I'm only muted because don't want to bother y'all with my eating
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm like cutting stuff, so.
I'm muted because I'm like snorting nonstop.
I forgot I was muted, if I'm going to be completely honest now.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what's up?
I said I forgot I was muted, if I'm going to be completely honest, so...
Love it. Over here.
They gave me a tender, y'all.
Ooh.
I ordered no, they gave me 2 extra tenders. I ordered the 5 tender and they gave me 7.
Okay.
I know.
Well, aren't you special?
Okay.
I'm a
Where'd you
little
get this
shook.
from?
I don't need this
Whataburger?
much food.
Pago and chat, boys.
Where did you get this from?
I went to Foods.
Oh. Damn.
Please, Zach, please.
Oh,
I'm so jealous. Y'all have these please.
it was $5. Dope. Yeah, I'm so excited for our Whataburger. Like, y'all don't even know.
Oh, I'm excited for your burger.
For real.
Oh, hang on. I'm just trying to figure out how I went to say this.
You're good. WWE. What would Lilith do?
Everyone should have a bracelet with that on it.
Just specifically for Lilith, the WLD.
Yeah. The role model of our lives.
Debatable.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you didn't say good role model.
True.
True.
Okay. Sorry.
Awesome.
After a pause,
That tone.
I just don't know how much to convey. Alright, after a pause, you hear, Amarine! Not sure it'll matter. Hey, we're losing altitude. You got a spell for that? Shit. Brace yourselves. Let's hope this thing floats. That's what you hear.
Amazing. Amazing.
Okay, Emerine it is. Great.
Well, I told her
And
to
you know they're near
Hullodar,
water, so
so
that narrows it down.
that's amazing. There's so
Yeah,
much
so much narrowing.
There's it down to about, like, what, 40% of the map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Gracious.
They're not really in a position to have a chat.
There we go.
Yeah, well, how was I
Yeah.
supposed to know that? I'm just kind of guessing. I don't remember the last time we messaged them. I just know it was a
I
shit
think it
show
was
then.
literally.
Yeah, it
Looks like
was.
it's still
Like-
though.
It was either literally
morning?
earlier this day in game day, or it was the previous day, and they were on fire
Yeah,
the
it
last
was-
time you called.
That's-
So
If
Yeah,
it was yesterday, they had time to put out the fires.
Yeah, that's... Even if it was earlier today, I'd kind of on fire, maybe. Like,
that's assuming that
situation.
that's assuming that just putting out the fire solves all the problems.
She didn't tell us the other problem.
I'm trying to
True.
decide if I was the sending stone to Mortimer to even just ask who has it right now. Or see if I
if
recognize the voice or something.
Ooh. Well, I mean,
Let's just get to the market. I can decide that later.
okay. Well,
So,
okay. Well, let me say goodbye
where-
to Alfonso.
Where do
Yeah,
you
we
want
should do
us
that.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
to go? Do you want Harpy's Bane to be in a certain town, or
I don't know. Is
I guess the question is,
Maybe-
once we're in, do we intend to just make our way to Tylock after we deal with Hullodar? And so would we try and sneak in? But if we did that, we have no control over the rolls and we have part in any of the stealth sneak into this country. So
I think it would be imperative if the Black Dragon Temple is in Hullodar and we get the ore, get it to the Order of the Platinum Guild ASAP. Like, so
No,
I think
True.
it's already been stolen from Oops one time. I would like to give it like straight to Casimir or someone in charge or
same difference.
But yeah.
Sure, yeah. So I think as soon as we get orb, wherever it may be, teleport, give it to whoever,
Meet
and
my
then we
friend
can
Valley.
teleport back to Emery.
I guess the question
Okay.
is, does he intend to stay with us through the entirety of Hullodar? Because he has to do.
yeah, I, as much as I love you guys, I can't go adventuring with y'all. My best friend just started a
Yeah,
war.
exactly.
Understandable.
I gotta move an entire secret market to another country. I got shit to do, so
Yeah. So, either we need to will you be available for a pickup back into Morgan, or should we plan on?
I mean, I'm not sure.
No idea, right?
Yeah. It depends on when we make it to the border, and if we have trouble along the way, or when we get to the border. It's a whole thing. It's hard to know.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Are you going to market from Morgan to Amarine or Amarine to Morgan? Sorry,
Morgan
just to clarify,
to Amarine.
like DM.
We moved the market
so
to
that's
Axrath, and then we'd been moving it west across Morgan when Cass came and got me to help you guys out.
So hopefully it will be over like between what is that? Bexhill and like
Yeah.
an area at some point. Okay.
Here's an option. There is a circle in Axrath.
Yep.
And just the market. So as long as we have the, for lack of a better word, the Stargate code for both of those places, we can get to act our own without Zep's help.
Do we have someone who can cast Magic Circle or whatever?
Konari can cast
Konari can. That's right. That's what it is. Okay.
So as long as like we're about to get the one for the market.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get the code for Axrath somehow, then that would make us a little more independent, not rely on Zephyr as much to come to Morgan and stuff like that.
Well, does Zephyr maybe know what the circle looks like for Axrath? Like if he drew it out for me?
Well,
okay, perfect.
I'll have to look into how that would work. I just need to double check and see if like it's as simple as enough as like explaining or drawing a picture, You all have seen it. That's how you got to Axrath.
Oh, that's right.
But Konari
But that was before.
Hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I guess in that I didn't have my feat that I just took then, so I wouldn't remember it
at the time.
Okay. But I will be able to remember this one to create it at any time. So.
Yeah, should you take the spell in the future.
Yes. Well, would Konari have to draw it out, or could someone else draw the circle?
Konari is the one casting the spell. He's the one that needs to know where to go.
Okay. Oh.
So that would probably help us out if we can get that. As far as where it should be,
we're still trying to answer that question, huh?
Maybe we could just flip a coin and we'll figure. I mean, I would probably rather go to Axrath first than Northbridge, just because. I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe we can be useful there, or it seems like that might be a hub for y'all.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sure. I agree.
I'm thinking Axrath is the best place.
We'll plan on that. You know how to reach us should the plans change. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Zephyr will. All right. You guys ready? Anything else?
I need to say goodbye to someone real quick.
Yeah, you go find
We'll
Alfonso.
be ready after that.
Yeah, you go find Alfonso. He's, you check at home first, and he's not there. He's, kind of helping organize some of the town's guard and trying to figure out what they might need to do now that war's been declared, but you find him easy enough. Hey, Teophilia, how are you doing?
We're okay. How about you guys? Sorry, you just drank.
As good as we can be. I think we've just about assessed the damage from last night, so it's not it's not as bad as we thought. So.
Well, the Mythic Six are about to fly off again. So I hate that we came here, we fought, and now we have to leave. But you know, it's all related to all that dragon stuff.
Well,
But
you.
yeah, I just
you
wanted to say
always-
goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad I got to see you. You always trained to be a hero, and it seems like you're doing it. So stick with it. It looks good on you.
Aw. Well, I'm not alone. So, you know,
Yeah, and
it should all go to me.
He like works his way down the line and gives all of you a look in the eyes and a very like, y'all take care of her.
Oh,
We got you.
so cute. But
right.
thank you for everything. I'm so glad to see you again after. Take care. And I give him a hug.
Yeah,
at his knees, I guess.
He gives you a
'cause, you know,
big bear hug. Yeah, there's a huge height difference, but he gives you a big bear hug, and lets you go. All right, y'all ready?
Awesome. I'm ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you sort of all gather around Zephyr, who starts to draw across the ground in chalk and ink, and draws this beautiful circle. And just before he finishes, he's like, "All right, we all need to jump in this at the same time. All right, everybody, ready?
Understood.
3, 2,
Cool.
1." And he finishes the circle. There's a flash of light, and you all sort of rush in, and then, boom, you are in some sort of private room that you hadn't quite seen before. Zephyr sort of walks over and opens a door on the back wall, and it opens into the magic shop on the market that you all recognize. This seems to be some sort of back room where he keeps a teleportation circle. All right, so the flagon can put you up for the night. Y'all sort of, you know, look around, do whatever you need to, and tomorrow to Hullodar.
To Hullodar.
Thank you to Zephyr.
Thank you.
Zephyr.
How much is the?
Don't worry about it tonight.
Nice.
Thank you again.
I'm not paying for your ale, though. That's on you.
Understandable.
So, you are...
What time of day is it?
It's like lunchtime. It's not super late in the day, because you kind of
Okay.
pretty early in the day heard the announcement about the war, and this kind of all just got set in motion. So it's around lunchtime. Sun's still up.
Okay. Cool.
I wonder if new ware's been here, or we could play with some of the things we can't remember all what was here, but
That's
some
true.
stuff.
Yeah, what was in Zephyr's magic again? Or is there new stuff?
In Zephyr's magic shop.
Honestly, Zephyr's helping us out.
I don't remember what y'all bought, but what I have written down is, you definitely bought an immovable rod. But there's Cloak of Protection, immovable rod, and winged boots are like the big magic items that are there. And then there's...
What was the Cloak of Protection again?
It's in D&D Beyond, I think.
I'm about to look it up.
Cloak of...
I don't know why I said anything. I should have just looked it up.
You gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you wear this cloak.
How much was it?
That was
Because your girl needs every plus to ace it.
3,500. And that's why y'all don't buy a lot of
Let me
magic
see
items,
how
'cause
much.
they're really expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. We can pitch in if need be.
I've got how much? I got 2,000 gold my own.
Okay. I have more than 3,500. So
Same. I can.
and all of us can
We can.
split, that difference. If you want it, I think you want it.
Definitely
can
want
help.
it. It might not
So
raise
you
my
have
AC
two-
a lot, but
Yeah, 2K. That's
Yeah.
right. You said.
I've got 2K. I'll drop that.
Transactions.
Oh, I don't want you to go broke.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like we can help.
okay, I'll do 1,500 then. I'll do half
Okay.
of it.
Okay. 1,500 out of
Okay.
3,500. So that leaves 2K. 2K among 5 of us. The remaining 5.
Wait, how much was it?
Just
35K or 3,500.
I thought it was 3. Okay.
Oh yeah, my bad. But 1,500. So
Assuming we're not going to haggle, but I think we've learned our lessons, Zephyr.
yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that. He's helping us out big. So
So 2K divided by the 5 of us, is that 400 each?
yes.
If people want to. If
Yeah.
people want to. We can split it between
Easy.
fewer
If I don't
people.
want to, I can
Yeah, that's
help.
fine.
Right.
We're good.
Konari would help, but he does not have, any money.
Monies.
That is okay. I have enough for us both.
Konari
Alright.
is in
Alright,
the
I
back
removed
room
400 gold.
drawing, a picture of the circle, though.
Awesome.
Yeehaw! Okay.
I'm gonna attune that night when we sleep. So
Mm-hmm. It only takes, a short rest to attune, so,
I
by
will
dinner
just go
time,
ahead and
you
do that.
have it attuned.
Hmm.
Is most of this that was there last time still there? Or is there stuff that's making its way out?
It's pretty much all the same kind of stuff. There's an apothecary that has different potions, poison, herbs, things like that. There's Zephyr's shop. There's a general goods that kind of only really had the basic equipment.
Sure.
There was a calligraphy stall that had ink and paper and sealing wax and forgery kit. There's a fish market. There's a bakery. There's a seamstress. And then there's the Flying Flagon, which is the tavern. I think those are all the big things.
Checking out monies. I'm gonna make Konari go get a cinnamon roll with me. Because we did that last
I
time.
remember them being really good.
Y'all walk up. Actually, the
Oh,
cinnamon
you're right,
rolls,
the
I
cinnamon
think,
rolls.
were from a different town. But this place has, donuts. There are cinnamon rolls. Yes.
Yes.
Donuts and cinnamon rolls. And
Okay.
just, bread.
Pog.
Okay, cool. Buying cinnamon rolls.
Alright, they're 3 copper apiece. How many
Okay,
do you
cool.
want to buy?
I'm buying one for me and one for Ko.
Alright. He's really awkward about it, but is appreciative.
Anything else we want to do? Oh, I have written down that I needed to take 1 or 2 of the healing potions for myself out of the bag of holding next time we stopped because I would like to stop passing out.
Would be nice.
Oh yes. Let me pull up the bag of
There
holding so I
are-
can mark those off.
Zephyr does sell some healing potions as well.
I can still buy some.
Well, okay.
He's got a
I mean,
greater and then 4 regular healing.
Let me
Okay.
see how many I have.
And he also
have
has
a lot.
some potions of climbing.
Two plus two. How much are the potions of healing?
The regular potions of healing are 50 gold piece. The greater healing is 200 gold piece.
Okay. How many potions of healing did you say he had?
He has 4.
And we have
I want-
8 regular potions of healing.
I want to get one for myself. Actually, I might get 2 for myself. Because your girl goes down a lot. So I'm going to do that. So that'd be 100 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Yay!
Cool.
Then I don't have to use the groups. Okay, cool. Awesome. Anything else I want to do?
We can fast forward to tomorrow morning if y'all want.
Yep, I'm down with that. Wait,
Alright.
do you want to try and use today to see if I can recognize the voice of whoever has more stone?
If you want to.
It's up to you. You
Just for
could
kicks.
just, I
mean,
mean, you heard it
it's the afternoon,
before.
so.
You could just
True. Let's do that. Let's see if I can
Roll,
recognize it.
roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Or perception. Maybe perception. It sounds like more
Okay.
of a perception thing.
Okay. 12.
Yeah, you don't recognize the voice.
Rip.
Okay. So, next morning, bright and early, Zephyr sort of make sure that all of y'all are ready. All right. Hullodar, right?
All the time.
Yes. To Hullodar.
Okay, here we go. Takes the time to draw out the circle. Well, no, he's gonna just. Yep, sorry. He just does his fancy teleport. So y'all sort of bamf to this kind of rocky mountain pass, and it's cold immediately. It's not quite, like, the ground isn't quite covered with snow, but there are some flurries, and you can look behind you up towards one of the higher peaks to the east, and it's a snow-capped mountain that almost looks like a, I don't know, like a tooth or a fang jutting up into the sky. And he immediately kind of rubs his hands together and, whew, I forget how cold it is up here. Alright, I think it's this way. I kind of put us on the outskirts. It's been a while since I've been here. Sorry. And he starts to lead you westward, where you can see in the distance, there's kind of a, it's a wall of, like, literally just, like, timbers and some rocks and dirt that are kind of, it's rudimentary looking. It's not quite as established as maybe you would have guessed, but there's a big wall on the outskirts of this city, hard to tell, that's sort of right up nestled between these different mountain peaks. 2 guards are waiting outside this front gate. They've got thick, bushy beards, and based on their stature and their stockier build, they appear to be dwarves. Who goes there? State your business.
We probably shouldn't say our name, guys.
Definitely not.
What do we say? Shit. Did not expect this to happen.
I'm gonna say we're travelers from the capital seeking shelter for the night.
Roll a deception check.
I didn't say which
Jesus
capital.
That's true.
Oh my god!
It doesn't matter.
That's not. I mean, if you say the capital, it.
18 plus 6.
Yo!
Jesus Christ,
Yep.
dude. Oh.
So 24.
Good.
All right. The guard sort of looks at you from the capital. You're taking an odd route to get here. Were you followed? We've had some attacks up the road. Are you guys okay?
Totally fine.
All right, come
Fine,
on, come
thank
on.
you.
And he sort of ushers you into the town of Hullodar.
Props to
As
Ash.
we're walking in,
Nice.
I'm gonna ask attacks. We didn't encounter anything. Could you describe what they are?
Well, it kind of depends on. It kind of depends. You're coming from that eastern direction, and that's Stone Tooth Peak, and that's bad news. That place is haunted for sure.
It's haunted.
Haunted? In what way?
I'm in every way. It's there's just something not right about that peak. Smoke pours out of the mountain peak. Monsters crawl out of its crevices. There's even been some times where armored spirits have come out and attacked nearby camps, or several years ago they attacked the city. It was a whole thing. Dangerous pass.
I guess we got really lucky then.
Yeah, I think so. If I were you, I don't know. I think I'd avoid that. Path. I know it eventually connects to Allenstead, and that's tempting, but it's just too dangerous right now.
I'm gonna think toward Tanari and go,
Thank you so much.
you think maybe that's where the temple is?
Yeah, I'm just gonna nod very solemnly while like marking that location in my brain. Like, yes, we definitely will not go there. We're totally going there.
Yeah. I thank the guard for this warning.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what that was.
You
So
said that was
you-
from the east, though. Were there other attacks from other places?
No, Stone Tooth is the only
That's
thing
it?
that's haunted. That's
Okay.
we don't mess with Stone Tooth. We don't even mine around that peak. We head west to Diamond Bluff. It's much safer.
No.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm looking at the black tome again now because that is so interesting to me. Hang on.
And
Literal
y'all sort of-
smoke comes out of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Y'all sort of meander through the town, and it's
Can we ask the guards people if there's a good place to stay the night before?
yeah, yeah. There's two good taverns in town. There's the Iron Flagon and the Tempered Tap.
Alright, thank you.
And you sort of work your way through the town, and there's a couple things. There's a small little shop that says Cure for Care, has a sign of a cauldron swinging above the door. There's a sort of stone building with a kind of a big sort of fire and sort of forge outside, and that place is labeled Fire and Brimstone. You see the Iron Flagon and the Tempered Tap. Tempered Tap looks a little bit more, a little larger, a little sturdier. The Iron Flagon is a little cruder in architecture. And there is sort of a rudimentary airport, these sort of docks that kind of jut off of the cliff cliff face on the outskirts of town. And then in the town square at the center of this sort of humble dwarven town is a very large stone statue of a very kind of built, sturdy-looking dwarf that is holding a big, kind of really unique-looking battle axe. Sorry, and next to the statue are a couple town's guards that are seem to be talking to some different people that are crowding around the statue. Go ahead.
Is there any kind of like engraving or anything around the statue?
If you walk up close to it, you see that there is a placard at the base of it that reads Torvir the Strong, which you recognize the name. He is a member of Helm's Watch, or was. That legendary.
I'm gonna listen to what the guards are saying.
Does his axe look familiar too? Like, is that the axe that we got from that one shop that was all weird and
It looks familiar to you, though this axe is in one piece and yours is in pieces. But it does have
guys, we have his axe!
Is there a forge here?
Yeah, there is a forge.
Yeah, the fire and brimstone.
They're probably gonna recognize that though. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck you doing?"
As y'all draw near, the guards are saying, "Sell swords, heroes, fighters hungry for coin. Lend your talents to help those in need." And that's what they're calling people and trying to get people to sign up for something.
What kind of I'm gonna walk up. What kind of tasks are you looking for? Necessarily?
Well, there's been some attacks and pillaging around some isolated farmsteads outside of town, and we really want to try and deal with that problem. It seems like these, I don't know what they are, armored spirits, possessed suits of armor. They keep attacking these poor folk, and they just can't defend themselves.
These possessed suits of armor, they're hailing from the peak.
As best we can tell. We're willing to offer a bounty of 25 gold per armor recovered, and of course the gratitude of everybody in this town.
Per armor recovered. Okay.
So I'm gonna look at the group and I'm gonna say, we'll discuss this in our room.
Yeah. Awesome. Agreed.
Because, in Blaze's head, he's like, or Ash's, whatever. We know I just call him Blaze.
Right. We're
taking out this temple anyway, right? So we might as well just stuff some suits of armor in the bag of holding along the way, as many as we can, and get some gold, I know the bag of holding isn't endless, but...
Well, okay, yeah. We'll discuss this in the room. I have concerns as well. I'm gonna ask one of the guards about the Torvir statue. Is he why is it here? Is he from here? Is he from Hullodar or something? Was he here?
Well, if the legends are to be believed, then Hullodar itself was founded by Torvir the Strong, one of Helm's Watch's mightiest members. It's probably a tall tale, but we'll take it.
Maybe not so tall. Who knows? I mean, he is a dwarf, right? And I wink at him.
Very true.
Well, okay. This is, oh my god, this is so interesting.
I guess I'm just thinking, this is a dwarven town and they're mining all the time. I wonder if this would be one of the better places to get the weapon reforged together properly. I don't know.
I mean, agreed, but I also think you're right that they're definitely
I
going to
would,
recognize it.
I would
They're
agree.
definitely going to recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want us to get sussed out or anything, you know?
Yeah.
What was it doing in Morgan, too? Oh,
Super weird.
strange. Very strange. Yeah, that's the only
don't
thing
know.
is... And okay, and...
Amanda,
I guess
shut
it's
up.
I mean, since we're discussing anyway, the whole, recover the suits of armor. I'm like, why do you need the suits of armor? What is you gonna do with them? Are we now gonna be aiding in the war effort? I don't think so. I don't like the sound of that. I don't know why they would need the suits of armor if they were defeated.
I think the suits
I
of
don't
armor
know.
are just
That sounds-
attacking their
Does
farmers,
not sound like something I want to...
and they want to just protect their
And
village.
I
Why
will
do they want to
say,
see armor?
I will say, it's been a while, but there is something that sounds familiar about these possessed suits of armor. You fought things that sound similar to this.
Yes. Yes, in Elena Land. We had that whole shit.
I mean, if we're going to go there anyway, then, we may as well keep those suits of armor from attacking people who
I'm gonna
get
ask the
attacked.
guard. Are you wanting these suits of armor to study them, or just to prove that we've taken them out?
Honestly, just proof. If you can bring back the armor, then we'll give you the money, so it's incentive to go deal with these enemies. But I mean, it's good metal. We could always melt it down and reuse it.
Well,
okay. So
we
if
are
we were to
dwarves.
say, destroy, bring you the armor, show it to you, and then destroy it so you could melt it down. We just don't want the armor itself. I don't know. I feel like it might be...
Now, I can tell, no offense, I can tell that you guys are outsiders. You're not exactly from here.
What? We don't stick out.
How would you ever have guessed?
Yeah, he looks up and he's like, just a hunch. Yeah, once you defeat these guys, the armor's not possessed anymore. It's just regular old armor.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good.
Awesome. Let's not put any more
Paranoid.
sauce on us. Let's not put any more sauce on us. And I think we should discuss it more because here's the thing: even if they melt down the armor, that can be made for weapons, and those weapons could be used in the war. And I just don't like the idea of aiding Amarine like that, you know? Like, I'll help the people out, but...
You don't...
you know what I mean? That's...
I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't have to
We
do
really
it. I
don't.
was just thinking it would be an easy way to make money, but you're right. I didn't even consider that.
But maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe because it's Hullodar. Maybe because it's Hullodar, that wouldn't happen. If this were Leothalis, maybe it would. It definitely would. But because it's Hullodar and because it's on the outskirts of Amarine, basically, maybe that isn't going to happen. I don't know.
Sure, it
That
will
is
at some
just where my
point,
mind went.
even if it's not now. Is there any mention of the war anywhere in this town yet?
Yeah, we heard anything?
There are some notices that you see have been nailed up. It looks like they're like just now putting up stuff, so it's taken a day for that word to spread. Some people look to be kind of huddled around these different flyers or warnings and gossiping amongst themselves.
Can I see how
I would like
their
to
phrasing
listen.
looks different than ours on the
Yeah,
flyers
I
too?
want to-
Like, what
Yeah.
do they say?
And I would also like to get the general gist of how the townspeople feel about the war, if I could.
Yeah. The notice that's being posted up around Hullodar seems to imply that Amarine has been wrongfully accused of some sort of terrorist attack, and Morgan has now declared war.
Good.
Yeah. There are, and you listen in to some different people, and you catch a couple tidbits. Some people seem kind of generally surprised of the war starting. A lot of people in this town seem to have been unaware of the extent of the building conflict. But most assume that Morrigan's violent tendencies have resurfaced or built up, and that's what led to this. Yeah. And you do hear some people wondering if this is why so many outsiders have started to show up around town.
Oof.
So many outsiders. Are there others besides us, or are they just referencing us?
Make a perception check.
Oh, shit. 19.
Oh.
Alright.
You do see some other humans and half-elves around. It's not a ton, but there are some that don't look like they're from here.
Do any of us recognize any of them? I will point them out to the group slyly.
None of them look recognizable to any of y'all.
Okay.
And I will say, from walking through the town, you would have noticed that there aren't, like, multiple ships at the airport or anything. There really weren't hardly any ships at the airport, which seems odd.
That does
To
seem
have
odd.
travelers.
Very weird.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I should talk with them or if we should just maybe run into them at the temple, because I'm sure that's what they're here for.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Honestly, who knows? It could be anything. I mean, this is... I don't think this is... Is this quite no man's land, or is it still technically Amarine? Right now.
This is
Hullodar.
probably technically Amarine.
Okay. It's
It's
pretty,
like
you know,
on
it's pretty
the-
out there.
It's on the inside of the mountain, so, like, technically kind of an Amarine thing, but it seems pretty secluded, though, so it might not really be anything, you know? It's neither. It's
Yeah.
sort of its own thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could mean any
Yeah.
people.
Do any
around
do
for
any of
anything.
these outsiders that I've noticed look more approachable than any of the others?
None of them look like the happy, chatty, gossipy townsfolk. Most of them look kind of tight-lipped and focused.
Okay.
We're gonna run into them later.
I don't like that.
I smell spies. They
They
could absolutely be. I mean, could be Jade Enclave ship. Could or could not be, but could be.
I hate that.
We need to keep an eye
I
on
say
them.
we keep an eye on them as we go throughout the town, yeah, but,
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna approach
we don't
them.
need to, like, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. Your brother at least.
Wow.
We must protect
Yeah,
the
for real.
area at all
That's for
costs.
the meme that I brought on that
Yeah, sure.
city.
Sure.
Not really, but I
Yeah,
actually
know you're not
apologize.
sorry. Wow.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Instead of
Benji,
I smell spies.
Huh?
what did you type that says Blashley? What is all of that?
Oh, when
we
you
weren't
said
sure.
Blaze,
you were like-
I mean Ash, I mean whatever, and I just put Blashley.
What was all above that though?
Oh,
Wait, that's the inscription on the One Ring
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Mordor.
Sorry, I know something Lord of the Rings.
That when I look at it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay.
I figured it was Lord of the Rings because we just mentioned Mordor.
I am
Very
nerd,
impressive.
sorry.
very impressive.
I learned that shit when I was
We're
like
all
11, and I
Aw.
feel like such a nerd for knowing that.
Incredible.
Maybe
Oh,
Benji.
shit.
Love.
We're all nerds
That's
here.
crazy.
Absolutely.
That was
That
actually
was
really
very
impressive.
I bought this giant mug the other day, so like, I'm a
I love
nerd as
it.
well.
Yeah,
Also
I mean,
has a
I have
dagger.
a Ted
Yeah,
White,
I do also
so
have
it's-
a dagger and a few lightsabers.
Oh,
So
it's so
it's fine. All right, what are y'all doing?
I say we keep an eye on them, but we go check out one of the taverns, maybe.
Yeah, we need to get a place to stay for the night.
Which tavern?
Yeah,
you
we
thinking?
Let's go to the bigger one.
So
Okay.
tempered tap.
Yeah, the Tempered Tap.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, you head inside.
Looks a little more safe.
It's sturdy. There you catch the smell of hearty food, meat pies and
Yum.
and
Okay.
big
Eyes, Caroline.
stews and potatoes and all sorts of things, and of course ale.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's warm and cozy. There's a big fireplace that's sort of keeping the whole area warm. You catch a few.
Is it near the fireplace?
You catch a few glances. Y'all are not the sort that normally walks into this town. But most
I'm gonna
people
wave at the people who glance at us.
most people don't show you any hostility. They're just curious, if anything. But y'all find a big table, and a barmaid walks up and asks you what you need, what you want. There's sort of like smaller snacks for. There's a big meal. There's a mug of ale, a gallon of ale. Yada yada.
You know, that just smells some. Could I get some stew, please?
Same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
That would be for stew. I think stew will be, we'll say 4 silver piece for stew.
Sounds good.
Sounds
And will you be
good.
staying the night?
Yes, if you have
Yes,
any
we
space available.
Yeah, we do. We've got more outsiders than I thought we would have, but I think we've got room for you lot. I think most of them are at the Iron Flagon. Is that what I named it? The Iron Flagon.
Something.
So I think we've got room for you lot. That'll be 9 silver. Per room.
Just a guy in the room, split it.
Yeah, that works.
Nice. Sounds
Yep,
good.
sounds good.
Oh yeah, actually that would
So
split out
each-
between
3
3.
silver each.
Yeah.
Hey,
Love
let's
that.
fucking go. All right.
So typically there aren't as many travelers around
Yeah,
this
not
time.
really. It seems like they came from Allenstead or something. They came from the east and approached town. Dangerous pass to be traveling, but they seem to all get here in one piece.
I wonder what's happening in Allen's that so many people are traveling.
Yeah.
Maybe they're afraid of the war and want to get away from the border.
That's probably it.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I don't know. I mean, it's not my business to pry, but I'm curious.
Oh, so it's not my business either, but I'm also curious.
And what about you? What's your business in Hullodar?
Lameo.
We
did
just
you say
said we were
earlier?
travelers
I'm like, we
seeking shelter.
just said we were-
That's all we said. Well,
Yeah.
we've just been traveling around and heard that there's some interesting attacks been happening for a number of years, and we're pretty handy ourselves, so
So you're a bunch of cell
we might
swords, are
help.
you?
Hmm?
You're a bunch of cell swords.
And arm wrestlers.
And arm wrestlers.
Arm wrestlers, don't forget.
Well,
Can't forget arm wrestlers.
I hope you can lend a hand. It's certainly been a lot of trouble, especially for those outside of the town.
How long has this been going on now?
It's off and on for a few years. The ghosts are less common, but there's normally hunting parties of troglodytes that come out of the mountain. That's a bit more common, but the ghosts are more infrequent.
The parties of what?
Troglodytes?
You cut out.
Troglodytes.
Troglodytes, thank you.
Yeah, lizard folk. They live deep under mountains and in the dark. Dangerous. Dangerous creatures.
Love to hear.
Yeah. Well,
Well, hopefully
Comes
we
with the
can
real
help.
estate, I'm
yes.
afraid.
Thank you for your. Well, thank you so much for your service and all that.
Sure, anytime. Alright, so you get
She
some
said most of
food?
the other travelers were in the other, right?
Yeah, she did. She said the other one looked like it was probably
Yeah.
cheaper.
That's okay.
That's okay. I'll opt for safer.
So you pay for your
I mean,
rooms,
That's all we got right now.
and yada yada. And why don't we go on and take a break, and then we'll go from
Come back.
after-
Question: still with us, or did he
Sounds good.
leave before we
Zephyr
entered the town?
is still with y'all. He needs to
Okay,
sleep.
epic.
Okay.
Well, no, I guess he could just draw a circle. So he's hanging out for now. He'll probably leave in a little bit. All right, y'all ready?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
y'all are in
See
the
what's in
tempered
store.
tap. You've had some food. Zephyr will down his cup of ale and then just sort of. All right, well, I got places to be, so if you guys think you're okay, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
I think we're
Alright,
good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. You know how to reach me, so. And he'll walk out of the tavern. So now it's just y'all
Good man.
and
Good
and
man.
Co. And is there anything y'all want to do for the night, afternoon, whatever?
We just need to figure what we're doing. Are we
Let's
going
figure
to
out
bring
what
that
we're
axe to the forge?
That's what I was just wondering.
I'm sure we'll get recognized. Will it be of a deal to forego it, or it will be okay?
See, what I'm kind of wondering is whether we'll need the axe for all of that's about to happen, or if in the celebration of completing things that are about to happen, we can sneak in and be like, hey, like, can you help us out with this?
There's a celebration
I don't
happening?
know, but like, you know, in the gratefulness of
Oh, I see
everything.
what you mean.
Hey, so like,
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
gratitude, can you like help us
In the
fix this?
gratefulness
Don't
of
ask a question.
Ah. That actually, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
But also,
The
like,
thing
I don't
is-
know if we need it during that.
I mean, what's?
Both crossed my mind.
I don't know. I mean, okay, so the whole helping them thing. Do y'all just want to like, you know, obviously like take care of the pieces of armor, but don't give them to him? Is that what y'all are thinking to
we
do?
can just
to keep them?
we just We'll destroy them, we'll fight them, take them out, and we just bring them back to get gold, I think. I mean, I guess what's
Sounds good to
stopping
me.
them from going out and getting it themselves?
Right. True. However,
Quality.
that's more
That's
stuff
true.
they'll have to take. And at least we won't be like directly aiding, because like war or not,
Mhm.
people, these are citizens, these are
Yeah.
civilians, you know. Help them, but yeah. I think that would be a good idea. But I like the idea though of like helping them out and then getting the axe done. But that axe is probably gonna take how many days?
Think about staying
I
here
mean-
longer than we need to.
Exactly.
So we could drop it off and then go deal with their forging or whatever.
Not to mention the whole mountain thing, which is probably the temple.
It's definitely the temple.
I
Yeah.
mean, are we aiming to have the axe for that, or do we want to take care of the axe while we're doing that? Or
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean, it's still early enough.
Please.
Can we visit the forge and ask them how long? We won't show them the axe, but
Absolutely.
we will just ask them how long it would take to temper the axe.
Ask how long that would take.
Sure.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
So you finish your meals and then you head over to the fire and brimstone. There's a very hardy, hardy-looking red-haired dwarf manning the forge. He sees you approaching. What can I do you for?
We'll let Claudia speak.
Silence.
How long? Yeah. How long? We have and that's kind of in pieces at the moment. You have any idea how long that would take you to repair it? Cost isn't an issue really.
It
How long
depends
that
on
would
the
take?
weapon. It depends on how many pieces the thing is in. It depends on if it's enchanted. If it's got multiple enchantments, it's hard to say.
Oh
Do you
God,
have
I don't want to
anything?
know. Why did we do this? Okay. Oh, I mean, can't. The thing is, we can't be. Out of character. We can't be here like for longer than we need. If we have to just kind of just give it to him, and be like, here, bye.
I mean, you and I are citizens of Emery.
We are citizens of Amarin.
I would
However,
I would just say we came upon a really interesting artifact that we weren't quite sure was important until into this town, and
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's
we
be
would
honest.
like to restore it, but also it's our point.
It is.
We would like
Finders
to make
keepers.
use of it. We are sure that he would have wanted us to.
Are you saying?
We would
Yes.
we would love to use it to aid the town.
Yes.
Okay.
We would love to
She's
use it to
saying
aid the town, especially.
So we will.
Yes.
That is what we are going to convey.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay,
Oh.
that's great. Can I see the weapon?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I
Yes,
can't fix
we
it
should,
if I
yeah.
can't see it.
So
Yeah. So we show it.
Okay.
yeah. Shit. Oh no.
I mean, this looks like a mighty fine axe if it weren't in a million pieces. It looks kind of familiar, but can't quite place it. It's whatever this is. It's got a bit too much going on. I don't know if I'm capable of mending this.
Hmm.
Do you happen
It
to know
looks-
if anyone might be?
I don't know. honestly, if somebody brought me a weapon in this state, I would just say it's done.
That's disappointing.
It is disappointing.
Can I
I
insight
don't think
check
it's done,
him
guys.
Sure,
Just
go
FYI.
to see, like, one, how truthful that is, and two,
Ooh,
whether or not
good
he
idea.
actually didn't recognize it.
Mm.
15. It's not great.
He seems to be telling the truth, as far as you can tell.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that sort of solves that problem. Question mark.
I mean, I think we should still ask around as we travel.
Oh no,
Just
sure.
to
We
see
might
if
find
anybody's
someone who
available.
can do it.
Yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Mending
Anyway.
help it, huh?
What?
What'd you say?
Mending wouldn't help.
Nah, this thing is in a bunch of pieces, and that would not.
Mm.
This looks like it
Mm.
could have been some sort of, I don't know, powerful weapon. So mending would not
Yeah.
work for this.
Interesting.
Little
What's
cantrip
that?
and don't got enough oomph.
Yeah, this is above the pay grade of the poor little mending cantrip.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yep.
Okay.
If
Okay.
mending did fix
Thank you
that,
so much.
it would be broken.
Mindy would end up being like a 5th level spell.
OP. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
OP,
So
please nerf.
what now? What do you?
All right.
Well,
Go and help out.
I put a little too much lemon
I
juice.
mean, I guess the question is, do we want to sleep before we go to the temple or just head out?
Are you? Is everyone good on like?
We
health
had
and
a
spell
long
slots and
rest,
stuff? We haven't
yeah.
used any of
I
that
haven't
today,
used
right?
anything today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody should.
Are we wanting to do temple? Are we wanting to do temple or the armor stuff first, or is that going to be connected enough?
I mean, I think it's probably connected.
I also think
Well,
so.
regardless, then yeah, I think we could sleep. We could sleep. We could not. Depends on y'all, really. But
The goal is to get out of here as quick as possible. Then we could go on and head over.
Yeah.
ooh, good point.
I say we go ahead. If we need to sleep, like, before heading into the temple, we can do that. Well,
It is cold.
Sure.
it is cold.
Mhm.
Let's
It
set
is
out in the
very cold.
morning when
Okay.
it's daylight and we won't freeze overnight.
Cool.
Sure.
Cool.
So we'll fast forward through y'all sleeping, but you stay in Hullodar for the night, and then sun rises, and you awaken and head out of the tempered tap. Where specifically are y'all just headed generally east, or are you headed to Stone Tooth Peak, or where?
I mean, we can see the smoke billowing up, right? So,
it's hard to see. It's a little. There's some clouds that obscure the peak. You'd have to get closer to really.
well then,
No, for
yeah,
sure.
I say we head toward the peak. Well,
Okay.
what does the book say? How do we enter?
That's the thing. It doesn't really mention anything about a peak.
Let's pull it up.
Winding caverns and swampy mire. Descend the pit to claim your boon.
Well, is the peak's open? That could be the pit that we descend, right?
Ooh.
But swampy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird,
Well, there's
man.
there you can see there's a body of water. There's a body of water like close
I'm
by.
gonna ask our owner of this establishment, are there any like caverns or anything nearby?
It's a mining town.
I mean, there's Diamond's Bluff to the west. That's where we mine. I mean, there's probably all sorts of caves and the like that riddle Stone Tooth, but you would be a fool to go there.
Suppose we're fools then.
I mean, when we're not fools, for real.
So there are caverns and old abandoned mines over by Stonetooth.
I don't know about abandoned mines, but I just know that as long as I've lived, no one has gone over to try and mine Stone Tooth.
Well, let's be off. I say we just head towards
Let's go.
Stonetooth.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So, you head east to Stone Tooth. As you travel east from the mining town of Hullodar, you traverse narrow mountain passes overlooking brooding pine forests and deep vales below. From where you stand now, you catch the sight of a tall, steep peak that juts upward toward the sky, the Stone Tooth. A thin spire of smoke rises from some unseen point on the mountain slopes, and you can make out a steep, narrow road or track that runs back and forth across the face of the mountainside.
I would like to check and see if anyone is following us or
Sure.
someone who's perceptive be
Make
looking out in case anyone
Whoever wants
us.
to can make a perception check.
I'm okay making it. I have a +4 mod, but if someone's
do it.
higher.
I have a +9.
Okay. Oh, yes, please. And I will aid you, so roll
think
twice.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
22.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
never mind. Never mind, Caroline.
That's good because
So, you don't see anybody following behind you. You do notice that, there is something about this pathway leading upward that, though old and probably not often traversed, there is something about it that does have the hint of being man-made. And then there's also a like a faint set of tracks that kind of lead kind of not away from the peak per se, but kind of branch off elsewhere, headed towards what looks like a bit of forest kind of off the trail.
I'm gonna go in and cast Mage Armor on myself before we commit to anything.
Can I check that other set of tracks and see how old they look, how fresh?
Yeah, make a survival check.
Ooh, can I help? I have a good survival mod.
Sure.
That was not as 13.
I got a 19.
Nice.
With a 19, you see that the trail looks like it's probably a couple days old, and there's something about the tracks that looks somewhat reptilian in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet this is the lizard people.
The troglodytes.
The troglodytes. The path
It's a
that
couple days
is
ago.
leading
So
upward directly towards the peak doesn't appear to have any fresh tracks on it.
okay.
So what should we do then?
Do we follow the lizard folk, or do we continue to the peak?
I kind of want to follow the track.
I'm down to do whatever, I guess.
Yeah, same.
I'm sure we can always come back here, you know.
I will remember
go to the
each
peak
and
if
every
the
turn we
tree-
take, so I can get us back here. Yay, feats.
Yay, feats.
So,
So yeah, I vote the tracks. That's just me though.
So tracks.
so
They're a couple days old, so like I don't know that we'll find much, but we can try it.
Alright. So y'all are following the tracks.
Yep.
So you choose to ignore the path heading up towards Stone Tooth, and instead, you kind of start to scout out the area. It's not easy terrain to navigate. It's rocky and parts of it are overgrown. You follow the tracks, but you can tell that people don't normally traverse through this area. But you keep to it. Is there somebody who is taking point as y'all try to follow these tracks?
Probably someone with a good
Taking
survival mod.
I probably be at the front.
I'm gonna be in the middle.
All right. Well, Tanari, will you give me?
I'll be right with Inari.
Tanari and Karak both give me survival checks.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god, the same number again. You bye.
Dang it.
13.
I got a 12.
Oh no!
Into 12.
Rip.
All right. You. It kind of takes you a while. The path eludes you for a bit. But you
Sneaky lizards.
try to follow it as best you can. Eventually, though you catch a couple dead ends, eventually you do kind of come to the end of it. You kind of come to this sort of slope on the side of the peak, sort of lower than where it was by probably a good 100 feet. And there's brush and trees. The tracks come to an end, and you're sort of at a kind of rocky hillside, covered in brush and dirt and loose rocks. Make a perception check.
And yeah, I was gonna say I would like to look hidden in trees or anything. That's 14.
14. You look around, and it's just hard to make out where these tracks were leading to. It looks like, I don't know, maybe this part of the slope, maybe there was a partial landslide or something, or some things got moved around. You're just not quite sure where this is leading to, or where whoever made these tracks, where they ended up.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the party and say, well, the trail runs cold. I'm not exactly sure what happened from here. They just kind of stop.
Can I look for any, like, caves or, like, rocks that look like they've been moved, or, I don't know, like, any sort of hidden
Anything out of place?
entrance to anything or something?
I mean, that's what she was looking for.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
never mind then.
Can I just like try and move some of the brush around and just see
Sure.
I'm gonna
Give me
step
if that's
back.
concealing anything?
give me a strength check.
Cool. Strength check. 16.
16. You move some brush and you move some rocks away, and there's one boulder that you kind of shift over, and more start to fall down. It's loose, and before more rocks fell down, you did see like maybe there was a gap there, but it's hard to tell. It looked tight.
Okay. I'll tell the party that there's something here, but I don't know entirely. But I think it's worth checking out.
I'm trying to think. Does it look like if we try to move stuff out of the way, it's just gonna like there's stuff that's gonna keep falling on it?
It's hard to tell. You can certainly try.
I mean, my strength mod is a -2. So
I mean,
she'd try, but she wouldn't do well.
if I am allowed to, I would like to do that again and just see what I find. But
Sure. Give another strength roll.
cool. I got a 6.
Yeah.
The dice.
It seems like some ground has moved recently, and it would be a laborious, long effort to dig this out in a way where you could traverse it easily.
I mean, we can double back, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. What if?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot though.
The only thing I can think of is just like attacking it, but might also bring attention.
I mean, we could. It just probably wouldn't go very well.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do
Wouldn't
anything,
go.
but we could.
That is interesting. That is interesting to note, though, that something is here.
Well,
Something.
let's just double back. We'll walk up to the peak and see if that's the pit we're supposed to descend.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So we double back.
You double back, doing your best to follow your own tracks back to the main path. Yeah. So you get back to where you were. Are you headed up towards the peak? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So you follow the path. You get to the foot of the stone tooth. A carefully constructed path winds up the mountainside to some unseen height above. It looks like the trail, it gets narrow for a second before it widens out, and eventually you get to this sort of ledge kind of up here at the top at the you're kind of on a cliffside almost at this mountain top. The peak kind of towers above you, but there seems to be some sort of ledge and some sort of outcropping here. You continue working your way up, and the path climbs up one last steep switchback toward a bare shoulder of rock. The hillside rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on your left. Up ahead, the path opens onto a wide ledge and then appears to double back sharply into the mountainside. And actually, I can show you where you are.
Ooh,
Yeah, dude.
map.
So y'all,
Oh no,
y'all be,
not
like,
a map.
in a circle, but that's just like your starting area. You can move forward or
Okay.
whatever. And the black dot is
Great.
Konami,
Okay.
who is with you.
Find the map, find the map,
Nice.
find the map.
You'll be on the left.
I
of
was
this
just thinking that.
I have to find myself. Oh, where are we at?
I see.
Oh, I
Oh boy.
see.
I found us.
So
Like, is this where
steep
where it's like the
cliff
drop
is
off?
to the left, and then this like wall
Cool.
is the where it rises up on the right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Does the path ahead look? I guess sturdy would be the word.
Yeah, it looks
Like, does it look like it's gonna drop us at any point?
It looks solid. It looks like
Okay.
this path has probably been here for ages.
Okay. Cool.
Press on.
The fact that this path is man-made is striking me as odd.
Well, that's kind of what checks out.
I mean,
guess.
agreed. It's just weird based on what all the townspeople are saying.
It's weird that
Oh,
they
yeah, for
said
sure.
no one ever is here.
For sure.
Yeah.
But there's a path.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna stay in like the middle of the group.
So people. I don't want to be in front because I don't want to be responsible for perception checks. So
I'll hang out
I am
toward the
brave,
front.
but I am
Cool.
not perceptive.
I came to.
Noise.
My perception's not the best, but I'll go towards the front.
Okay. Cool. Let's put on.
So y'all can continue. The part where it switches back and starts to double back into the mountain is like up ahead.
Okay. Do we don't see anything unusual as we're walking, do we?
Make a perception check.
I don't see anything. That's a 2 plus 3.
You got no idea.
Someone else maybe should. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I said I'll be in
Okay.
as well, so I'll take a look. It's a
Oh, it's
9.
better.
Nine.
We're doing great.
Yeah, I mean it's a
All of
mountain.
my
That's
dice
funny.
are going to jail
I know.
tonight,
I
man.
swapped dice and everything.
Okay.
So y'all reach
Okay,
this portion
so
where it
it's-
switches
This
back,
is where.
and it looks like there's some sort of passageway leading into the mountain. And Tanari and Karok, y'all can just make out there are some steps that go downward, leading into some inward path.
Can I like listen and see if we hear anybody or things?
Sure, make another
before
perception
we
check.
walk in. Okay, let's try a new dice. That was so much better. That's a 21.
21.
This dice stays.
You, everybody gets real still and you stop and you listen. And you can just catch, like, the faintest sound of feet shuffling, just, like, behind this wall. And as you sort of pay attention to that area, you notice that there's a tiny slit, like an arrow slit. And then you see another one, and it looks like there might be a few more along this wall.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper really quietly and be like, "Don't freak out, but they're gonna fire arrows at it through the holes." You hear that?
Oh, great. I'm gonna back up against this wall then.
Do we want to attack them first? Because I can't do that.
Do we think they've noticed us?
Do you
I
think
guess
they've
y'all
noticed us?
haven't necessarily specified that you're being stealthy. But
That's true.
you
That
can,
is true.
you can attempt to hide now and see if that helps.
Yeah, me
Don't
neither.
see that going well. Okay, are these little white things the arrow slots?
Yeah, I put little dashes where the arrow slits are.
Right here.
I
Mhm.
I have an idea.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
I also have an
ideas.
idea. You go first.
I have fog cloud always
Ooh.
prepared.
That's fun.
Big brain.
So if I cast fog cloud at second level, it extends 40 feet. Excuse me. Yeah, good portion of this, and we can just hug the other wall.
That's a better idea. I was gonna do Scorching Ray because I have 3 rays and I could just fire them at the arrows. The
I mean, we
fog
could
cloud
do
would
both.
probably be better. We could do both.
You could
I feel
fire
like
and
the
then he
fog
could
more
immune the fall.
protective.
Is that what you want to do?
It's tricky because I kind of want to assume that they have ill intentions already because of where we are. So I'm kind of okay with just offing them. But we
But
don't
what
really
if-
know them.
People that
Are there
that
people
like are
we
devoted
murder?
to protecting the orb, and we just like, I don't know.
We also want to take the orb from them, so
Yeah.
I don't think they were gonna like us anyway if that's their job.
Well, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
We're kind of working for the Punished still now, so sort of in a way. I mean,
So fog or fire or both.
That's y'all's decision to use spell slots.
Are y'all just standing
I-
on this ledge having this conversation?
I'm hidden
Probably. Yeah.
around the corner. I told you.
Honestly, what do you expect from us?
I'd probably like back up a little bit before actually.
definitely.
Why don't I have everybody make a stealth roll?
Oh
for me?
Jesus!
That sounds good.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
All right.
Oh Jesus!
Nick,
Sweet
20!
baby Jesus.
Prize in full.
I got an 8.
All right.
That's a 10.
Wow. And he rolls at disadvantage.
I roll
Oh,
at disadvantage. To be fair, my mod's also +4, so
So's
I'm gonna
it's
roll for
LMAO.
mine's +3. It's not horror. No, mine's
Oh, no.
+5.
Konari
Yeah.
did so bad.
The 3.
Ooh.
Konari got a 9.
Oh no!
I got a nat 20 to cancel out the nat 1.
Yeah, I got a
So
Yeah, I do have a nat
That's
20.
We may not have a choice in what we do, guys.
You got a 30 what?
32, baby.
Good grief.
Look at you! That's way better than my 20.
Rogues, man.
what is your mod on
Plus
stuff?
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something insane.
Jeez.
Yeah. Sneaky sneak.
Alright, so a lot of y'all,
Did horribly?
yeah, like 2
Yeah.
people did well, and like
Yeah.
everybody else did poorly.
Yeah.
Alright, so some of y'all feel super hidden, and you're like, alright, this is gonna work. This is gonna be great. They don't know we're here. Like, it's it's gonna be fine. And then an arrow embeds itself in the ground at we'll say at Konari's feet or whatever. And you hear
Love that.
a voice cry out, "That was a warning shot. The next one will go in your head. State your business."
Oh God.
I'm gonna yell out.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, girl.
Hey boo, how you
What up,
doing?
man?
I'm gonna yell out.
Hey,
We're not here
girl.
for a fight.
Hey, girl, hey.
We're here about the protection of very powerful magical artifact that we believe is within this peak.
Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Let me check my mod. Okay. Not great, but not bad. 18. I rolled a 12, so...
That's pretty good.
Okay. Hang on a second.
Oh, I have a trigger. I'm muting.
There's a pause before you hear, if you're seeking the magic within Kundrakar, I reckon it's long gone.
Kundrakar?
This fortress is breached. It's not safe. If you don't mean to attack, you best turn back.
Sorry, what?
She said...
So they're saying the magic... Oh, she?
Yeah, sorry, she. She believes that the magic she referred to it as Kundrakar. She believes that it's gone, and that the fortress has been breached and it's not safe.
Who was it
Breached by...
Breached by what?
Yeah.
Do you ask that?
Yeah.
The Fellforged breached the fortress 100 years ago. We're splintered. Are you here to help us?
Can we assume the Fellforged are the, animated armor things?
Oh,
Probably a
yeah.
safe assumption.
The weird, creepy things that we found in the
Yeah.
log.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We will help if you will let us investigate the magic around this place.
Roll.
You might believe it's gone, but we would rather confirm it for ourselves.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay. It's a nat 17 plus 6 is 23.
Yeah. If you mean it when you say you'll help us, then I'll let you in. I don't care what you do, I just need help. My men are dying. And she kind of directs you to follow the stairs downward toward she says there's a door, and she'll meet you at the door.
Okay. I don't see why we wouldn't help.
Okay.
We could get more information. These weird machines that we've
Fought.
encountered before, you know.
Yeah. Well, in history
Yeah.
and
Is this the door?
Yeah, it's
and
up-
plus I'm like confused.
Right
They
here.
seem to be.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is this
there's
I knock on the door.
yeah, there's a pause before you hear the sound of like a heavy latch, or like crossbar or beam or something being lifted on the other side, and the door opens up. And let me read
Ooh.
a thing.
This is dope.
So, shallow steps lead up through a steep fissure to the south and turn east into the mountainside. Here, a broad entranceway has been carved out of the stone. Marble steps, cracked with age and veined with green moss, lead up to a strong double door of carved stone. 8 feet wide and almost 10 feet tall, and you catch the arrow slits high on the north and south walls that command this area. The doors open up, and this dwarvish woman greets you, but she You only guess that she's a dwarf based on her build and her height. She has kind of grayish skin almost, and her hair is white. She doesn't look like any dwarf you've ever seen. But she kind of opens the door, which leads into this big, large hall. A narrow ledge overlooks a deep, dark crevice that cuts the room in two. A dangerous-looking rope bridge, frayed and thin, spans the gap. Water gurgles and rushes somewhere far below, and two copper braziers burn brightly on either side of the door, illuminating the western half of the room. Another ledge is barely visible on the other side of the chasm.
Hello! I say to them.
Yes, hi.
Introduce ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We should introduce ourselves, yes.
So, we introduce
Not be rude.
ourselves.
Greetings.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, I guess.
Did I go robot?
Sorry, I guess I meant. No, you're good. She was reacting to my premise.
I missed some stuff. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want to interrupt.
We were introducing ourselves. What happened?
Nothing.
We were introducing ourselves, and then she said her name, which I.
Her dildo.
Yeah. Can you put that in the chat?
Yeah. Hang on.
Because I do not know. Herdilda.
Welcome to
Herdilda. Oh shit! Oh shit!
You see why I was laughing now.
Okay. Yeah. No, I 3000% understand. Okay. Well, she was gonna have something to say. Let her finish. Let her finish what she says before I ask what I was gonna ask.
She just says,
Was she just saying her name?
Yeah, my name is Herdilda. Welcome to Kundrakar.
This is interesting because we just came from Hullodar, and they said that nobody comes here.
You're talking about
they say it's really
surface
dangerous,
dwellers. Nobody in this mountain has
Yeah,
been outside
sorry.
in nigh centuries. Ever.
You don't go outside?
No.
Why not? You look so confused.
I don't blame you guys, honestly.
But outside's great.
Retreat.
Let's see. Hundreds, if not 1,000 years ago, Torvir sealed the mountain. We're
What?
here. We don't need to go outside.
What?
We had everything we needed in here until the fortress was breached.
I'm sorry. We're built here, sealed the mountain.
So he is real.
He was our king until he passed away.
Ah,
When did he pass away?
It was before my time, centuries ago.
Do y'all happen to have a forge in here? Oh, Benji, we're thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was like,
oh yeah.
it was his axe. Maybe they can help.
There's a forge, but it's below, and we've lost contact with that group for a while now. You'd have to get through the Glitterhaim, and there's no telling what's in there now. But yes, there is a foundry.
Sounds magical, and I would like to go.
Same,
Yes.
I know, the glitter.
The Glitterhaim, like,
I just saw
hell
the
yeah.
glitter, and I was like, okay.
But what can we do to help?
Well, about
First and
100
foremost.
years ago, this big metal monster breached the caverns, and these possessed armor stormed out and, well, we got splintered. Half of us fled to this upper area, the mountain door, and the other half fled to the forge. Anybody that got left in the Glitterhame is probably long dead. But not too long ago, they started working their way up from below. So we're kind of at our wits' end. We're trapped over in this far western part. Everything to the east it's taken.
Do I think we have 2 elemental gems that we took the last time we dealt with these sort of mechanical things? Do I think they could help us?
Not like in combat. Like possibly if you found the drill and wanted to try to repair it, maybe there would probably be some significant rolls involved.
Oh, okay. So those would only like help with a drill or some other giant
they're
mechanical.
essentially elemental engines. They're used for powering constructs and vehicles.
Okay. Well, I say we try and help clear out whatever we need to clear out in this glitter helm or whatever to get to the forge, and let these 2 people meet up together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they can help us with whatever we want.
Yes.
You know.
Glitterhame.
Okay, cool.
That would be great. Well, you... I mean, the rest of this upper area is across the bridge, but that's kind of dangerous territory, so if you, I don't know, want a safer path, there's a passageway over here behind me. Don't mind the archers. But,
Okay.
Sure.
What's at the bottom of this pit? I hear water.
Yeah, there's an underground river. This connects to some water some 200 feet below. It's fast water. It's treacherous, and it kind of flows through and under the mountain, and eventually leads to kind of like a lake or basin of sorts.
Is it a marshy lake?
I also thought that.
You might be thinking of the sinkhole. There's also a underground lake. The water is leading to an above ground lake, but there is the sinkhole, which is deep below the Glitterhame, below the foundry. We're not supposed to go there. It's kind of off limits.
Go here.
By limits set by who?
I mean, honestly, the reasons and the rules are a bit before me. I was just taught that we weren't supposed to go down there, but I mean, I don't know. Perhaps if you could find, I don't know if he's still alive, but there was a historian of sorts that he would know more about the specific locations and what they're for. I'm just in charge of these archers here.
Thank you.
Geddon
But we'll do
you're
our
looking
best
for,
to...
probably. He would know if
Geddon?
he's alive. Yeah. I'll put it in the chat as well.
So,
Okay, cool. Well,
All right.
let's do it.
Sure.
Yeah. Lead the way.
Yeah, so she kind of just points in this general direction. So you can follow the path that way. I guess I'll sort of lead y'all. And FYI, if y'all hold if you hold alt, you can put yourself wherever you want. You got out of the map.
I did get out of the map. I didn't mean to, I promise.
Yeah.
I wave at the archer. Hi.
Oh, I see that.
They,
Yeah, me too.
very awkward.
Thank you
about
for
it,
not
but
killing us. We appreciate it.
They lead you, or they wave you on. Sort of. Yeah. So you get up here, and there is a. She sort of moves kind of a stone slab aside, and then another one, and this opens up into. Hang on a second. This is area. Got it. Okay. So this chamber is filled with rough-hewn bunks, tables, and chairs, and the floor is strewn with filthy pelts. At first glance, it appears that a dozen or so humanoids might use this area as sleeping quarters, but upon further inspection, it looks like there are some beds that have probably been empty for a bit longer, and there are 3 kind of gray dwarves in here. Some of them look like they're nursing wounds, and others just look like they're tired waiting to swap out for a watch or something. But this appears to be some sort of bunk room that most of them have kind of started to congregate in. Well, there's a door right here to the east, and that will lead to kind of the rest of the area. Just be careful. And also, there's a statue right outside this door, right out to the left. It's kind of trapped, so just leave it alone. There's nothing of value. Just like don't mind it.
Insight check. I'm sure she's telling the truth, but
Sure.
6. I totally believe her.
Yeah.
Amanda,
Let me warn you
You were
about this
so,
trap.
like,
I'm
yeah.
lying.
look, Amanda, sometimes I just want to do rolls like that where I know I trust her because I want to get my bad rolls out of the way.
Sure. All right. Where are
That's
you
what we'll
going,
say.
Elzaris? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're sneak peeking. She's seen things. Don't say anything.
I forgot.
Oh.
She took
Okay.
an alternate route.
She's trying to cheat. She's trying to cheat.
Yeah, I'm trying to cheat.
She scoped out.
Trying to metagame.
She scoped out some
Yeah.
areas.
No, I'm just dumb.
All right.
Okay,
so,
well, I guess we open the
so-
door and we're just not gonna mess with the statue.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I guess.
Yeah.
Same.
I say hey to the
Also
people as we
same.
walk.
Yeah, they wave at you. Most of them are just like in shock to 1, see anybody with not gray skin, and 2, just that there are other people.
Oh, I dropped my disguise. I look pasty too.
Great. You don't look like anything they've ever
Fantastic.
seen. Though.
That's okay.
Did you drop your disguise in front of them? Because that might have freaked them
Yeah, I
out.
did. I totally did.
I'm
You're
like-
right.
Like, who the fuck are you? Yeah. So
Yeah. Before we do anything else, I'm sorry. Before we go on, can I just like ask? Would I know anything about these like kinds of dwarves?
Oh, that's a good question.
You can make a history or intelligence check if you want, or you
Okay.
can just ask
Art history.
them, I guess.
I mean, I got a 23. I got a 9.
Yeah,
I'll stick with that.
These are gray dwarves, as far as you can tell. Or I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna butcher it. But they live deep underground typically.
Durgar?
Yeah, Durgar.
Okay.
Yeah, they're sort of ashen-skinned dwarves. You know, there are some tales of them not being good or being evil, but you've never happened upon any that you can tell. You don't know if these are gray-skinned from just not having seen sunlight or from some other means, but they're a rare type of dwarf that stays deep underground.
Okay. Cool. Found. All right.
Sure. In this area, the door opens up, and directly to your left, outside this door stands a statue of a fierce-looking dwarf in heavy mail armor. The stone warrior holds an impressive battle axe in his hands. And you all recognize this to be yet another statue of Torvir the Strong. And this is the statue that they told you to leave alone. Yeah, and there's a path that sort of continues south and then cuts to the east, and then there are also these steps right here. And I can read some things for that. So a short flight of stairs leads up to a large iron-bound door. There's a trail of blood leading up to the door, and the door handle is still slick with blood.
Perfect.
Great.
That's disconcerting.
I would like to ask. Sorry.
Do you want to ask one of the people in the room?
No, I was
You'd
gonna
have to go
ask
back
the DM.
and talk to them because they're not following you out of that bunkhouse. They won't go for
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just asking the DM. I'm asking, all the things that we've seen of Torvir, like not just the statues, but like the book and stuff like that. If it had pictures, did the book have pictures? The book by Helm's Watch, or no?
Yeah, it had a map.
Were they in color?
Not in
Oh,
color.
maps. Okay, so we don't know. Okay, because I was wondering, I guess Torvir would be a Durgar then, but
none of the stories describe.
But then I was like, do we have pictures?
As gray-skinned.
Right.
But
Okay.
also,
Right.
none of the
Okay.
stories describe him as living underground and never going outside, either. So.
Exactly. Right. I was just thinking about that. Okay.
But
Anyways,
also, all the stories that describe him take place before the collapse. So
That's true.
that would have been
Yeah.
over 1,300 years ago. So.
Indeed. Well, we just go up the
I kind of
door.
want to ask them what the door's playing. I kind of want to go back and ask them.
You can go back and ask.
I'm gonna go.
Be my guest,
I'm gonna go
honestly.
pop my head
I'm
into the
trying to
door
be
and be
stealthy.
like,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm just gonna go ask them and be, hey, any particular reason this door over here is covered in blood? Should we be worried? Like, did someone die?
As I said before, we were breached by Felforged, and they worked their way up into this level
Okay.
of the of our fortress. And
Was this like recently? Like within the past few days? Because this looks, dripping.
yeah, it's kind of recent. I mean, if there's fresh blood, then I guess some poor soul's gotten caught that was hiding. But
Oh,
Look, we can't, you kind of said that you were going to help deal with this problem, so, we're at an impasse here.
no, we're gonna help. I just didn't think it happened quite that recently. Okay, thanks. Like a couple days ago, not like right now.
I'm trying to be stealthy.
Okay, they shut the door.
I wasn't even
Okay,
thinking it
now
was
I'll
that
be
recent because she was like,
Okay,
Um,
now I'll be
Great.
stealthy.
Sure.
I guess we'll be stealthy.
Sure, give me a stealth roll, stealth check.
20. Not 20. Other 20.
Fantastic.
20.
Not good.
What'd you get? Casey?
Same.
10.
I rolled 2 16s.
Hey.
Sorry, what was that, Casey?
10.
10. Caroline.
23.
Awesome. And then a non-nat 20 from MJ. Claudia, what'd you get? Is that a 6?
A 6.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
wow, this is crazy. Like 4 of y'all had like non-natural 20s or higher, so that's absurd. All right, so y'all are actually very, very quiet. Approaching this door. Do you try to open it? What do you want to do?
Can one listen at it first?
Sure, somebody can listen at it. Give me a perception.
Yeah, I'll take a listen.
Oh,
I don't hear shit. That's a 7.
7. Nope.
what?
I guess we could stealthily open it
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
Let's have the rogue stealthily
It
open
will
it.
open.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
Rogue do rogue things.
No. That is a 15.
A 15. So you very quietly walk up to the door. Start to turn the handle. Go to move it. It's a fucking heavy door, and you just can't
Oh,
quite.
man.
You're gonna have to make some sort of strength roll to try and force it open. It seems almost like stuck or jammed or something. Not
Okay.
locked, but.
Okay, so my strength check, it's a non-nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah, a little spit in both of your hands, rub them together, and kind of force the door open. Beyond the door lies a small, illuminated chamber. There's some smoking torches and bronze sconces. A large suit of armor with dark smoke billowing out of it stands over a cowering gray dwarf preparing to strike. Why don't y'all go on and roll initiative? And I will...
Oh my god!
Amazing.
How did you get in there?
This is literally right here. Why aren't they doing anything? That's so... Okay.
I'm right back to my normal shitty initiative. That's a 2.
A 2.
Oh,
I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled
so
a
it's
nat
a
20,
2.
so I got 24.
Hang on. Give me a second.
jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
Drill fast.
Add
but does anyone else think this is weird? This isn't even that, like, far away from where they
Yeah.
were.
it's a little sus.
Like,
I don't know.
add my turns to everybody.
that's weird.
I
Buckarella.
thought we were gonna have to go further in or something. I'm just confused.
Look, man. I don't know what you want from me.
Answers.
Let me get Co. Bad. Ugh. Come on, Co. All right. Da-da-da. What was that? Okay. Shoot. What did I roll for him? Okay, Elzaris.
24.
Jeez. Teo.
18.
18. Tanari.
17.
17. Karok. Benji.
You got 2.
2. 2. Ash.
19.
19. Chad. 12.
12.
Got it. Perfect.
Mhm.
Alright, let me put all of this in order. And then we'll fight. Oh, no. Okay. Let me change the music to, I don't know. Let's do something just
That'll work.
simple for now. All right. Top of the round is Elzaris.
Okay. So we're going to this one, right? That's the
Mhm.
one.
Yes.
Okay,
Red
sweet.
is the
Red, bad.
bad one.
Bad. Okay. Well, let's see. What do I want to do? I guess I'll just scooch up more and use my short sword,
Okay.
and then I can
Go for
with
it.
that. Ooh, it's a 23.
23 definitely hits.
Nice.
Okay. And damage, that is 8 points of damage.
8. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Will be the math. Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Ash.
I guess I'm gonna try out a new spell.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Fancy.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna touch this thing
Okay.
and
Oh,
cast
shit.
Bestow Curse at 3rd level. So I need a
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Alright.
$12.
That's failure.
And
So-
read
Oh, yeah?
this.
So I get to, for concentration of 1 minute, I get to choose one of these following options, and the one that I'm picking is that while cursed, it must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns, and if it fails, it wastes its action then doing nothing.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That's my turn. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna step away. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Cool. Teo.
Right. See. Okay. Move up on this guy. And I'm wondering if I should do first attack. Here it is. First attack is a 17.
17 just misses.
To hit?
Just misses.
Ah, alright. Second attack. Shite. Okay. Yeah, no. Second attack is a 9 to hit, so that don't hit either.
Yeah, you go into strike and your
Very
weapon
effective.
lances off the tough armor. Does that complete your turn?
But yes, it does.
All right, Tanari.
I'm gonna pick up a rock or something nearby and catapult it.
Okay,
So
sure.
I need a saving throw.
Dex.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Ah, that just saves. Okay. In that case, I am going to. Let me go to my thing. Hang on. Where is it? Yes. I'm gonna use a couple sorcery points, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt as a bonus action
Sure.
at it. So that is 22 to hit.
22 hits.
So that is 6 plus 2, so that's 8 damage. Not much, something.
All right.
Nice.
Does that complete your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up is its turn. So I need to make a wisdom save at the top of this turn, Biggs. Ooh. That would be an 11.
That's failure.
So I don't get a turn.
Correct.
Ooh. I
Wow.
hate that. That sucks.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
All right. Well, Ko's gonna go, and he's going to. Ko's gonna. He's gonna move to this corner in here, and he will. He'll try to just do like a ray of frost, and we'll see if this hits. That was not great. That would be a miss. Do I want to use any? Yeah. I'll wait. All right. Chad.
I'm going to squeeze by and let's perfect. Yeah, right here, I'm going to just use a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 19, 27 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That will be 7 plus 5 damage. 7 plus 5? 11.
Yeah.
Or 10, 11, 12 damage. Wow. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to give a inspiration to Yarok.
All right. It's definitely looking a little beat up now. All right. Karok.
Yeah,
Muted.
I realized that.
There we go.
So I am going to hang on. Let me see. What is that? Mind strike. Okay. So I'm gonna move to there.
Sure.
And I am going to swing my warhammer at it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you get advantage if you're flanking? Is this flanking?
Yeah, you would get advantage. This thing's surrounded, so yeah. Go on and roll with advantage.
Alrighty. That
Yeah.
is a 20 to hit with my magic warhammer.
Absolutely.
So that is 6 damage, and because I am a Tempest Domain cloak,
Yeah.
it is also going to deal 5 thunder damage
Nice.
All right. We're still up, but we're not
from
happy.
Divine Strike.
Anything else?
I believe that's it.
All right. Back to the top Elzaris.
Okay, so I'm going to, I'm just gonna go with my short sword again. And
And you get
do I roll with
advantage. Yeah.
sneak attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's a 21.
Yeah, absolutely. Get
Okay.
the damage.
Oh yeah. Let's get this. Okay, so that's 27 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna skew them like a shish kebab.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you
Yeah.
thrust your sword forward and you shish kebab this motherfucker, and the metal of its armor kind of bends around your sword for a second and almost crumples inward, and there's this wail sort of scream that emanates out of it as the shadows that sort of possess this armor just sort of shoot outward and then dissipate into the to the dark room around you, and there you go. Cool.
Mm.
Yeah, y'all stop and look at the poor dwarf lying on the ground, and he looks pretty beaten up. But he looks.
Can
up
I go
at
help
y'all.
him up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'll reach my hand down.
Thank you so much.
Are you okay? What happened?
I was hiding, and I thought I could get away, and I got cornered, and wow, I thought that was the end of me for sure.
What's your name?
My name is Radek.
Oh, okay.
He does have a name.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I didn't know if he
wasn't
was...
sure. I'm hesitant to ask now.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was like a throwaway or if he was important, so I was like, let me ask.
Let's get you back.
Well,
to
we're
the-
glad we caught you in time.
Who are you, and what are you doing in Kundra Kar? Did they let you in?
Yeah, we're here to help. We're here to clear out this
Huh.
place.
Never thought I'd be happy to see a surface dweller, but thank you.
Let's get you back to the guards room, I suppose. So
Her dildo.
Her Dilda.
yeah.
Do you know where you're going? After this, do you need help? I saw a couple other dwarves when I was running, and if you're headed further in, maybe I could help you out. At least give you some tips on where to go.
We would appreciate that if you're
Oh yeah.
We will
up to
take
it.
tips.
Well, look, I'm not going with you, but I can give you some notes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will take tips.
I was hiding with a group of 3 other dwarves in a room at the end of this hall to the east. I knew that the group that we were split off from was probably in the bunkhouse, and I made a break for it. But there's a group of these possessed armor in one of the caverns in between. They spotted me and chased me down, but 3 of my friends are in that room at the end of this hall to the east. The group of armor, I don't know, it could be 5 or 6. And a while back, I saw Durgeddon way back in the. He was in a room. I need to change this music, but he was in a room off of the big stairwell down into the Glitterheim. I know there's a. If you get in that room where the stairs are, there's a door to the south that leads to where he likes to hide out. But there's also there's another secret passageway to it that kind of branches off of those caverns that those armor are hiding in. I think it's southeast.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's super helpful.
Good to hear that Durgeddon
Is alive.
could still be alive.
Yeah.
Last I saw him, it's been a couple days, few days.
Mm.
Well,
Okay.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll do our best.
So before we move on, we'll take him.
Yeah, so y'all lead
Okay.
him back and make sure that he gets to his other folk safely. So I'll just plop him over there. And yeah. So
Is there anything else in this room of interest?
you can take a look around. Yeah, let me see.
Not that I want to take anything, just anything out of place or anything.
Yeah, you look around. It looks like there's a wooden chest against the south wall, in this room.
I say Elzar's checks it for traps.
Sure.
Mm.
Do a, what is it? Like sleight of hand or whatever? Or investigation.
Okay.
Sorry, investigation. Check for traps.
That's a 10.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Goodness.
And use Mage Hand to open it just in case.
Sure. You use Mage Hand to pry open the chest. Nothing happens. Inside you find 440 gold piece, 1,600 silver piece, a potion of climbing, and a +1 crossbow. So,
Shit!
Holy cow.
Did we take? I mean,
Why not?
Say yes.
That'll give us 4 potions of climbing because 3 in the bag of holding.
Nice.
So I will add that in.
Yeah.
all right. How much was all that?
I wrote it down and I'm doing the math right now. Give me uno momento.
Uno momento.
Awesome.
Got a classic dungeon.
Who wants the
crawl
crossbow?
in our hands.
One second.
It's +1, so +1 to.
So that's 438. Oh, wait. Sorry. It's 36 gold piece each with 2 left over. Then.
So someone take We'll take 37.
Correct. And then it's. I'm just going to take 36 because that's easier while I'm still doing math.
I'll take 37.
Ridiculous.
Okay, and then for silver, it's 266 silver piece each. With 4 left over. So the two people took 2 extra gold, and the other 4 will each get an extra. So
Sounds good.
that's
I'll take the other extra gold.
Nice.
yeah. So 267 for the people who did not take the gold piece.
Sweet. Okay.
And then yeah, there's the +1 crossbow, which I'm not going to take. I feel like when who uses a bow or is a stealthy attacker or something should take the bow.
Yeah, whoever can wield it.
Can wield it, but I typically choose magic. So if anyone else
I'll
wants
take
it, then go for it.
Yeah, be good Elzar's weapon.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So you successfully loot the room. And I'll just say, y'all sort of just creep back down the steps and kind of peer down the hallway. And you can just barely make out possibly the outline of the door to the room that he mentioned to you. But you also can hear the clank of metal feet walking around and echoing off the cavern walls. So you know that there's a threat that awaits you somewhere in between you and the people that need saving. And we're going to end there for tonight.
Ooh.
Alright, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.